Hi, I'm Kristen from Cristins Cookies. My son Nick is helping with video today. I'm going to show you a very quick and easy beginning of baking cookie dough. So I've already made my cookie dough and I've had it in the refrigerator for 6 to 8 hours. Works well for me. And I wanted to show you what I do that works for me. So I open up my cookie dough that's wrapped in saran wrap when it's freshly made. I open it up and I break it in half. And I take half, wrap the other half back up, put it back in my refrigerator because I only work with half of a batch of cookie dough at a time. And now we're going to go out into the other room and I'm going to show you a little tip on rolling. So I asked you on Facebook today which of my rolling pins that you think that I use. So I'm going to show you. These are my rolling pins. I posted a picture on Facebook today. Can you tell which one is missing? That's the one I use. So a bunch of you said this wooden one. This used to be my favorite for probably 10 years, but listen. Every roll, it makes that wonderful little squeaking sound, and I already get in a lot of trouble for being up late at night making sounds, so that one is out. Then I coveted this gorgeous pink rolling pin for the longest time. I wanted it so bad, and I got it, and it's absolutely beautiful. I think I've used it once, and I'll explain why in a minute. And then I have 3 of these cute tiny little rolling pins. Alright, so we're going to go over to talk about cookie dough rolling, and I'll show you which one I do use. Alright, and we are back. So as I was saying, I use half of a batch of cookie dough, and then I take that half a batch of cookie dough and I break it into 3 sections. So what I do is I use a little tiny bit of flour on my surface. I use my rolling pin. Now I know this is really funny, but I use this little child's rolling pin. And the reason is because I broke my hand a couple years ago and they had to practically rebuild my entire hand with screws and everything in there. And when I was going through that, I couldn't even hold a sponge. Anything large at all I couldn't do. And so I started using these, and my hand is perfectly fine now. But what I found is that using this little one, it makes it so that I'm basically rolling out 1 cookie at a time. And for those that use the entire cookie dough, you're rolling that and re-rolling that and re-rolling that, and what happens is over time, every time that you do that, it's getting a tougher cookie. So when I'm doing little bits of cookies, it's making for a softer cookie, and I found that it works really well. The cookies are always really yummy. So I take my little silly child's rolling pin that works for me, and I roll out my cookie dough. And like I said, my only goal is to make 1 cookie. That works for me. So I use my cookie cutter and I make my impression. Take out the couple little bits that will be re-rolled in the next one. And I lift up my cookie. I clean the sides to make sure that little pieces are sticking out. Clean it up, and I'm all ready to go. That's how I roll cookies. That works for me, using my tiny little rolling pin. So I've got all those great rolling pins, but this little one works for me. I got it on Amazon, and it makes it so that the cookies remain soft and they haven't been handled as much as when I used to do an entire roll of cookies. That's it. Thank you.